Have you ever scrolled past someone's new car or luxury vacation and thought, how are they affording that? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most of them can't. In fact, the average household is one unexpected bill away from financial trouble. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what normal money really looks like. But today, we're going to strip away the illusion, because the truth isn't that most people are wealthy. The truth is far more uncomfortable. Most people are barely holding it together. Let's start with the fuel that runs everything: income. If you're working full-time, right in the middle of the workforce, the typical weekly pay is just over $1,000. That works out to roughly $52,000 per year before anything is taken out. Earn about $26 an hour? You're not behind. You're exactly average. But average pay doesn't mean average comfort. Once taxes, Social Security, Medicare, and state deductions come out, that $52,000 shrinks fast. What actually lands in most bank accounts is closer to $35,000 to $40,000 a year. Now here's where things start to fall apart. While income stays tight, spending explodes. The typical household spends around $67,000 per year. Pause on that for a moment. If you make the median income, you are mathematically guaranteed to fall short. You don't need advanced math to see the problem. So where does the money go? Three categories quietly drain almost everything. Housing alone averages nearly $1,900 a month. Transportation, car payments, fuel, insurance adds another $900. Food takes close to $700 more. Before entertainment, before clothes, before vacations, subscriptions, or emergencies, you're already spending around $3,500 every single month just to exist. Now, if this already feels uncomfortable, stay with me, because the most important number isn't income or spending. So how does the system keep running? Debt. The average household carries more than $9,000 in credit card balances. This isn't investment debt. This isn't wealth-building leverage. It's high-interest debt, often over 20%, used for things that lose value the moment you buy them. And here's the strange part. Despite all of this, the average credit score sits around 715. That's considered good. What does that tell us? People are excellent at making payments, but not at escaping debt. They aren't drowning. They're treading water with weights strapped to their ankles. Which brings us to the most important number of all: net worth. Net worth is simple: everything you own minus everything you owe. The middle household sits around $122,000, but that number hides a massive age gap. Under 35, the median net worth is under $14,000. Between 35 and 44, it rises to around $91,000. By ages 65 to 74, it reaches roughly $266,000. And this is where the story completely falls apart. On the surface, that looks like progress, but underneath, it is a retirement disaster. The typical retirement account balance across all households is just $65,000. A quarter of Americans have nothing saved at all. They plan to rely entirely on Social Security, which currently pays about $1,550 per month. Now look at people already at the finish line. Those 65 and older hold a median retirement balance of roughly $88,000. Using the commonly cited 4% rule, that amount produces about $3,500 per year, less than $300 a month. Ask yourself honestly, could you live on $300 a month plus a modest Social Security check? It gets worse. The average retirement age is 61. Full Social Security benefits often don't arrive until 67. That's a 6-year gap where income must come entirely from savings, and most people don't have nearly enough to bridge it. And if you retire at 61, there's a good chance you'll live another 20 to 25 years. Stretching $88,000 across 2 decades simply doesn't work. The real culprit behind all of this is the savings rate. The average American saves around 6% of their income.
Meanwhile, a new car now costs close to $47,000. A typical home down payment exceeds $60,000. At a 6% savings rate, most income disappears into short-term spending, leaving almost nothing to build long-term security. So what's the lesson here? Is it fear? Is it panic? No, it's perspective. Average is not a target, it's a warning sign. If you follow the crowd, you inherit the crowd's future. And that future is filled with stress, debt, and an underfunded retirement. The bar is lower than you think. Save more than 6%. Avoid carrying high-interest credit card balances. Invest consistently over time. Do just those 3 things and you're already ahead of most people. You don't need to earn millions to win financially. You just need to be more intentional than average. These numbers aren't meant to scare you. They're meant to wake you up. Now you know what normal really looks like. And more importantly, you know that doing slightly better than normal can lead to a completely different and far more free future.